Children, today I am going to explain you the gas law. So first of all, I want to tell you what is gas law. Okay, so what we are explaining with the help of gas laws. So the behavior of gas under known condition of pressure, volume and temperature. What we are going to explain, the behavior of gas under known condition of pressure, volume and temperature, okay, is described by the laws known as gas laws. Okay, so standard variable for gas laws are temperature, pressure and volume. All gases are similar in their physical behavior. They expand and contract equally under similar condition of temperature and pressure. For a given mass of a gas, just see this point. For a given mass of the gas, a change in one or more than one variable, that is temperature, pressure and volume, result in change in remaining variable. That means if we will change one or more variable, if we will change temperature or pressure, what happen? Volume will also be changed. Okay, so it has been under the condition. Now first of all I am going to explain you volume. What is volume? That you know very well. Volume of the gas is the space occupied by the gas. Okay, the space occupied by that gas is called its volume. Is it? And the space occupied by the gas we will get by finding the volume of its container in which we are going to fill the gas. Now unit of volume in SI system, volume of the gas is measured in cubic meter. Cubic meter and other units are cubic centimeter, cm cube, millimeter, milliliter, that is ml, cubic decimeter, dm cube and liter. So these are the unit of the volume, that is cubic meter, cubic centimeter, milliliter, cubic decimeter and liter. And relationship that you can see in this slide, that relationship between unit 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 decimeter cube is equal to 1000 liters, or 1 liter is equal to that, 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliters or 1000 cubic centimeter. Now after that I want to tell you pressure. What is a pressure? The pressure of the gas is a force that act on gas. Okay, pressure of the gas is a force that the gas exert per unit area on the walls of its container. Okay, that that gases they created pressure at the wall of the container. So what is actually pressure of the gas? That is the actually it is a force. Okay, so the pressure of the gas is a force that the gas exert per unit area on the wall of its container. Is it? For example, P is equal to F upon A, where F is a force and A is unit area. Now our planet is surrounded by a thick blanket of air known as atmosphere. The pressure exerted by the air, okay, present in the atmosphere on the surface of the earth is called atmospheric pressure. Is it? Standard pressure of 1 atmosphere, that is called 1 atm, is defined as a pressure exerted by 76 centimeter of mercury at 0 degree centigrade and at standard gravity of 9.8 meter per second. Okay, and density of mercury 13.5 gram per centimeter cube. Now the SI unit of pressure is Pascal. SI unit of pressure is Pascal, and 1 Pascal is defined as the pressure exerted when a force of 1 Newton act on the area of 1 meter square. That same formula will be applied here. P is equal to F upon A. F means force of 1 Newton, okay, and area in 1 meter square. Now other unit of pressure, first Pascal, atm, okay, and third is in centimeter Hg, in millimeter Hg and in torr. Torr is another unit of pressure. Now relationship between these unit is 1 atm is equal to 76.0 centimeter Hg. Okay, 1 atm is equal to 76.0 centimeter Hg, 760 mmHg and 760 torr. So this is a relationship between atm and that centimeter mercury, millimeter mercury or torr, you can say. Now third is temperature. What is the temperature? The temperature of the gas is defined as a degree of hotness of that gas. Okay. The more common used scale of temperature is Celsius scale, okay, formerly known as centigrade scale also. The 0 on Celsius scale is purely arbitrary. In other words, you can say temperature of substance may go below 0. That is, okay, that is a substance can have negative temperature too. And the behavior of gases show that it is not possible to have temperature below minus 273 degrees centigrade. So this fact has led to information, okay, led to the formulation of the another scale, that is Kelvin scale. The 0 on this scale, okay, corresponds to minus 273 degree centigrade. The relationship between Kelvin and degree centigrade, you know, that is Kelvin is equal to degree centigrade plus 273. Is it? Now the another topic is pressure and volume relationship in gas. This we can show. I have shown in the slide. Experiment has shown. You can view it by zooming your slide. Okay. So experiment is like this. Ki take a 10 ml syringe. 10 ml syringe fitted with the piston. Raise the latter to the 10 ml. Mark and wrap an adhesive tape over its nozzle. Nozzle at the down you can see. Okay. Fit the wrapped nozzle tightly into the whole bore halfway through the rubber stopper. Means you have to fit rubber stopper, okay, where there is a nozzle. Now what is observation? On placing some weight on the piston, okay, piston is there at the top. When you will placing some weight on it, what happened? Weight means you are applying pressure. So what happened? Piston will move, okay, it will move downward and reduce the volume of the air. Gradually put some more weight. The piston moves further downward and the volume of the air is further reduced. Now remove the weight one by one. You will notice that on decreasing the pressure, piston moves upward. As such, the volume of the air increases. Okay, so what is the conclusion? Conclusion is that an increase in pressure at constant temperature, an increase in pressure at constant temperature causes decrease in volume of the gas. Okay, or you can say if volume of the fixed mass of the gas, if the volume of the fixed mass of the gas at constant temperature is decreases, the pressure of the gas increases. Is it? So now I am going to discuss Boyle's law. So Robert Boyle systematically studied the relationship between pressure and volume of the gas. And he found that at constant temperature, the volume of the fixed mass of the dry gas, fixed mass word is very important, fixed mass of the dry gas decreased by half when the pressure of it was doubled. And it became 4 times its original volume when the pressure of decreased to 1/4. So he described the behavior in the form of law known as Boyle's law. And according to Boyle's law, volume of the given mass of the dry gas is inversely proportional to its pressure. Means when pressure increases, volume decreases, or when volume increases, pressure decreases as constant temperature. Okay, this is the Boyle's law. Now second mathematical representation of the Boyle's law. So suppose you can see in this slide, suppose a gas occupies volume V1 when its pressure is P1. As I told, according to Boyle's law, volume at fixed mass of the gas, volume of the gas is inversely proportional to its pressure. So inversely proportional means V1 inversely means 1 upon P1. Proportionality sign is there. Proportionality sign is there. So when we remove the sign of proportionality, what happened? V1 is equal to K P1. What is K? It is proportionality constant. And what happened? If you want to find out the K, what happened? That is P1 V1 is equal to K. Okay, P1 V1 is equal to K. This is a equation first. Now, if V2 is the volume occupied when the pressure is P2 at the same temperature, then V2 is inversely proportional to P2, or V2 is equal to, when you will remove the sign of proportionality, it will be V2 is equal to K P2, where K is also constant. And when you will see both the equation, what the third equation will come? That is P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, okay, is equal to K, means constant at constant temperature. So this is called Boyle's law equation. What is Boyle's law equation? P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. So Boyle's law may also be stated that the product of pressure and volume of a given mass. This word is very important. Okay, it also states that the product of volume and pressure of a given mass of the dry gas at constant temperature is constant. So P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2 is equal to K. Okay, and now the graph I want to show. So you can see, like, when we make a graph between pressure and temperature, okay, what happened? A hyperbolic curve is first quadrant is obtained. Quadrant means, you can see, like, now that quadrant, you know what is quadrant? When you know two sides are equal. Now see, the term isotherm is using here. Isotherm means at constant temperature. Okay, at constant temperature, this graph will be formed, in which you can see when we draw the graph between pressure and volume, we will get hyperbolic curve. Are you able to see? Hyperbolic curve. So that's it about your Boyle's law. So what is Boyle's law? Volume of the given mass of the dry gas inversely proportional to its pressure at constant temperature. Or you can see Boyle's law may also be said that the product of the volume and pressure of the given mass of the dry gas at constant temperature is constant. So that's all for today. I'll give some numerical based on it. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye. Stay.